Hi, I'm Supermoon Tarot, and today we are doing a mid-month love reading in October for Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. This is for entertainment purposes only. If the messages I have to deliver today resonate with you, awesome. If not, let it fly. I'll see you in the next one. But either way, feel free to enjoy my good vibes. Okay, so let's see what's going on with you, Aquarius. We have 10 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Wands in reverse, and Justice card upright. That is, wow. Okay, so it looks like you're really, family is on the mind at this time period. It feels like things are not great at home at the moment, and it's something that's really leaking into your mindset when finding a partner or interacting with other romantic type situations. I can tell over here with this things not being so great at home that it's personally affecting you. You might even be I kind of almost get a vibe that you're the brunt of it, that people are taking a lot of stuff out on you. There's a lot of blaming you, because when I see the Justice card, it looks like something that is your response to all of this is that it feels unfair, and now your focus is that when you find a partner, you want things to feel equal. You want things to be morally correct. You want people to dislike or like the choices somebody makes because of, not out of emotional mood swings, because it just is what it is, and to have a practical conversation, impartial judgment, just be straight up. And you're not experiencing that right now. And so it just makes me feel like you're in a lot of unfair circumstances where people are, and often, and let's just be real, often is the case, it's because you're probably very nice and that you're the emotional punching bag for other people's problems, which is not cool and it's not fair, because especially when I see the Justice card upright, it doesn't feel like to me you're on purpose doing anything to have ill intentions towards anyone. So let's kind of go in, let's see if anyone's going to pop up in your reading. Just kind of like romantically what's going on. Yeah, this kind of continues. So it looks like your way of, and I say this as a joke, lashing out in handling romance at this time period is, so I don't see you making a full-on connection with anyone, but needing that feeling of flirting and lighthearted kind of interactions where you and the other person you're flirting with know what's kind of going on, but you're not trying to pursue it or worry about what it means or what it can mean in the long term. I can see over here in the King of Wands, like I said, again, there's a lot of flirting, there's a lot of fun. You just want to have fun. You just want to relax from this brunt you're getting at home, and that you want to be silly, but you're not trying to be reckless. You're not trying to flirt with anybody's who already has a partner. You're not trying to imbalance the system. There's an intelligence to your free-spirited nature, if that makes sense. Over here, I can see again with the 7 of Swords in reverse, honesty is very important to you right now. Like I said, I just get this feeling you're taking the brunt of it. People are calling you out on stuff, and when you're calling them out on it, you can tell you're catching them in their bowl. And again, in addition to that fairness, you just want everyone to be real. So no matter what it is, that's something that you're going to be really drawn to. So definitely expect some fun, intimate conversations where people are just kind of sharing who they are, and this real wonderful, it's going to really uplift you, this sense of connection. It might not necessarily be romantically about you and how they feel about you, but expect to be like flirting with someone, having fun, and then before you know it, you're having like a deep friendship kind of conversation. They tell you how they feel a little lost in life, or this is how they feel, they don't like this, and you just are going to appreciate so much that, first of all, who doesn't love a good deep sit-down connection between any two human beings? One time this is like a side note, one time I had a really deep connection with someone out of nowhere that I had never talked to in my dormitory, and then out of nowhere we both freaking saw a UFO. It was the weirdest and most we ran inside. We were like, what? Anyways, maybe you'll see a UFO. So you're gonna find a lot of solace, I think is the word, relaxation and comfort in these sort of interactions, as well as here. But I also see here in the 3 of Wands in reverse, you are just not you're just so tired of what you're going through now. You're not really worried about the long term because you're afraid of what that can mean. Are you still going to be getting the brunt of your family? Are you still going to be having to deal with that type of stuff? And so you'd rather think in smaller increments. You know, there's a little bit of like, you want to be aware of what's going to be happening tomorrow, but that's it. You just want to know tomorrow. You just want to know next week. You want some sort of a plan. You're not throwing it all up in the air and being careless. Like I said over here and here, you still have a really good head on your shoulders, but you just need to release some steam and find a sense of connection in other human beings, in a sense of, it's like you're rebuilding your trust romantically in these interactions. You're like self-healing. So that's really beautiful. You should definitely take note of your self-healing and how great that is. You've got a really good head on your shoulders. So let's see, like, oh, wait, whoa, hold on 1 second. Okay, so, somebody, this is feeling like family again to me. Yeah. Okay, sorry, this is, okay, so it looks like I'm kind of getting the feeling it's a family vibe because I don't see you connecting with anyone. I don't feel like you're getting information told from a loved one because it's not about a connection with a loved one. This is like a related person, someone, your family we were talking about before. But it looks like you're being told something, like something's coming to the surface that kind of like shakes you a little bit and kind of stops you in your tracks because you're so kind of caught off guard. What is catching you off guard? What is it? Why are they doing this? Oh, yep. Knight of Cups in reverse, Emperor in reverse, Empress in reverse. Jesus Christ. Okay, so you basically are surrounded by a bunch of babies. I don't know how to put it any other way. I can tell these, now that King of Wands makes even more sense in context. So in addition to what I was saying about playfulness, that somebody was making you feel safe for a second. This is a family-oriented type of situation. And once you kind of were having fun in other elements in your life to let off steam, it seems like they told you this information to catch you off guard on purpose. They're going to act like they didn't know what they did, and maybe it is a little bit subconscious, but it was intentional. I can see here that the information they tell you about is definitely, and like, okay. So this is all coming from their emotions for sure. So there is an act of wanting to control you and like by seeing you upset when they want to see you upset, they just don't want to let go. Like, what do they do if they have no one else to blame? They're really, it's not just wanting to use you as their emotional punching bag. You're their like one cog in the machine that feels normal and balanced. The way, isn't it funny how things reflect one another? This is definitely a feeling of you want balance because you feel imbalanced, they feel imbalanced, and they feel drawn to you because you are so balanced. And it's like a weird, sick, they're not really quite sure what they're doing sort of situation. But anyways, so they definitely want to control you because of that reason. I see that they're making this decision as well because they're so insecure right now. It's weird, but they want you to break down and be like, oh, I want to depend on you. I love you so much. They need that. They need that constant reassurance. They don't feel like they're getting it right now, and they're trying to put you in a position to receive that. I can oversee here with the Empress in reverse, they're trying to smother you. Again, not just in an act to control you. This is coming from such a level of insecurity and just wanting to hold their grip on you so tightly. There's just such a fear of letting you go, and you're unfortunately taking the brunt of it, and it's like affecting you just wanting to interact with other people romantically. Now, the good thing is, I will say this though, I do want to mention the positive thing is you will have romantic interactions that are positive, but I just keep getting your family home life like bothering and affecting for whatever reason. It feels like it's been an ongoing situation, so this is not crazy. Let me get like an oracle card to get some, here, let me put these tarot cards down. Let me get some oracle card just to get some clarity. Oh, good, I bumped this. This is, I always bump crystals, and I find it usually subconsciously relates to matter. This is really good. This is, positivity, abundance. This is like optimism. This is a really good positive crystal, so that to me shows it's a good sign moving forward. Spirit of place, that is exactly what I was talking about before. Okay, so Spirit of a place asks you to look at the overarching problem and see if there's some sort of theme going on there and what that essentially means. Like, are people controlling you because they feel out of control? Why do they feel out of control? A lack of balance. Why do they feel out of balance? And it's that sort of thing that we've been talking about so far. But this card is really interesting and is actually going into my next point that I was going to make. So I don't want to leave you hanging with like just being like, cool, I'm going to be yelled at by my family. I do want to find, you know, a solution to your problem. And one of the first, I'm going to pull some more tarot cards, but one of the first things, so you're just going to hear me shuffling in the background. One of the first things I got from the Oracle card as advice with Spirit of Place is this is kind of asking you to, against all odds, focus on what you do want. So if it's love, you just want to feel like relaxed and love. You kind of have to be honed in on it and face other people with this like, that's your shield, that's your barrier. I know that seems a little hooey, but go with me on this one. One time I was experiencing this person who was just really intense, and I kind of had a point where I did the same thing. And it was shocking how much they were pushing, and I just kept being like, you must be going through a really hard time. And I just kept being like, I just didn't react to them the way they wanted. I was very calm, but I wasn't angry. I just only focused internally on the sense of just like, I'm good. I'm full of love. That's it. I wasn't saying I love them or I hate them, just embodying that message. And oh my God, they were very relentless as a person. They chilled out in like 2 minutes. It was shocking. It was one of the most effective things I've seen. So that's one piece of advice. Let me see if there's anything. I've been, let me shuffle the cards a couple more times. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, we've got 6 of Wands in reverse. We've got the Star card in reverse. Yep, and the Chariot upright. Okay, so this is kind of repeating, so it just seems like that's the ultimate answer here with the Spirit of Place. So your solution to kind of all of this is to really focus on your willpower. This is a willpower thing. You're going to have to just push through and be dedicated and against all the odds. Like, and this is a big thing. This is about focusing and having the willpower despite the odds to believe in hope, and that's kind of becomes your shield. That kind of becomes the you're manifesting around you what you want despite what your environment is. You know what I mean? Sometimes people are just manifesting and they're not fighting anything other than themselves. You got a thing going around you. But it's also about believing and trusting in yourself. And knowing that when you're taking these brunts, it kind of subconsciously messes with your internal trust. Like, do you trust that you're going to make the right decision? You know, they start to make you think like, do I know what I actually want? Do I actually know how to receive love? Do I know how to pick good people or react accordingly? And whatever, I'm just throwing out a bunch of examples. So it's about willpower, fighting towards hope, self-trust. But this is the big one I think is the most like tangible advice. So while you're trying to, against all odds, focus on this more positive mindset to fight it, you really should take some time to be alone. It doesn't matter if you lie and say you went to a friend's house, and actually I shouldn't be putting that out there. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. I am not advising to do that. What I'm saying is go for a walk. Go for a walk. Or if you're in college, maybe don't go home that weekend or whatever. Or don't pick up their calls for like a day, or be like, oh yeah, or whatever. And just spend some time alone. But take some time to have a little party by yourself. Go take some time to appreciate, like make a long list of all the things you're good at. Take some time to watch a movie and have fun. It's about being able to regroup and find some fun and happiness but also remind yourself what you're not necessarily being told and experiencing. So yes, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. It looks like you are gonna be having a good romantic, very free-spirited time period, so that is good. But sorry that came through, pretty intense. Tarot doesn't really care and just gives you whatever you need to hear. So hopefully that was helpful, Aquarius. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a like and subscribe. It helps out like you would not believe. Either way, I'm sending you the best vibes possible. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!